Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and welcome to our detailed breakdown of the brand new HJC R-PHA10 race helmet. This is HJC's first foray into making race level helmets. Typically we know HJC as a very all helmets to all riders type of a value helmet. You know, you see HJC in that $100 to $250 price point at the most, typically. This is a $350 race helmet that was designed specifically to go head-to-head with the brand new Shoei RF1100. This is also the same helmet that Ben Spies is wearing in MotoGP. So basically, we've known about this for about 2 years. HJC has been in development with Ben Spies. He was a big part of the process to say, how can we throw everything that we've done at a medium price point out the window and come up with a very premium race level helmet that's race ready out of the box. They collaborated with Ben, and what they've come up with, I've actually been really impressed. So basically, this helmet, looking at it, it's going to be Snell 2010, and it is designed to be ridden in the tuck position. Notice it, let's walk through the positioning of the vents. You have this rear spoiler with two non-closing rear vents. So keep in mind, guys that are sport bike guys, if you do ride in the rain, there's no way to close these rear vents. So that's something that you want to think about. But most guys that are going to be riding in this position all the time steer clear of the rain anyway. So looking at it from the front, you're going to notice these two chimney vents here, which actually have a new system that we haven't seen on any other helmets. It's a 6-position rolling system here. So it's very easy. It's almost a dial that you use with your gloves. I spent an hour in this helmet yesterday. It's about 90 here in Philly this time of the year. Really just ripping around. I took our track bike out, threw a plate on it, and basically went and hit highway speeds, hit a couple back roads, and then hit 95 and was in the low triple digits just to see how it handled its speed. I was impressed. So moving down, it's a brand new, it's the HJC 20 shield system, which debuts here. It's pin lock ready, and you'll notice that there's this metal, this is where the locking mechanism is. It's metal and it's on the front. Now I will say at first glance, I said, that's an interesting place for it when I'm so used to being over here on the left side. I said, I wonder if it's gonna get in the way of my vision. It didn't. I rode this helmet, I rode with it slightly opened and cracked. I mean, the only way that you're going to see this thing is if you're the type of person that rides your helmet like that, and most people that's going to be too much air, and if you have it that far open anyway, you're just going to go all the way up with it. So I had no issues with it. It's just an interesting design. It's something different than HJC's done. Basically, we have a chin vent down here that did a great job. Notice it's angled to be in the tuck, so it's really a scoop that's meant to work when your head's in this position. Like again, like I said, this is a aggressive race helmet. You have a chin spoiler here, you have chin venting, talked about the chimneys in the rear. It's very aerodynamic. I was actually pleasantly surprised. From a noise level, especially with the back vents that don't close, I'd say I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. It's not the quietest race level helmet that I've worn. I'll also say that if we flip it over, I was impressed with the guts, and I'm also very impressed with the stiffness. It's using the premium integrated matrix shell. It's a mix of aramid, carbon fiber, and fiberglass. So it's very stiff. It's a race level shell. It's Snell 2010. You notice I'm pushing on it pretty good. There are other race helmets that I can push on that will budge. This one doesn't budge, and you don't want a helmet to budge if you're taking it for the track application. But if you look at the bottom here, and for those of you that watch a lot of video, for those of you that are seasoned track riders, you know, at some point in the game, if you're doing at least track days, everybody's ended up in a Shoei at some point. I will say the key difference when you're choosing this helmet is going to be that this is a much more round oval head shape. This is actually slightly too round for me. If you look at the way that I'm built, I'm much more of that longer oval. I fit in shark really well. Shoei's typically spot on for me. I'm an Arai guy. But with this HJC, it's nice to know that we now have a round oval head-shaped helmet that's going to be great, that's going to be track level, that's not $700. Something in the middle of the range that offers premium functionality that'll be great for somebody who doesn't have a head shape like mine. So flipping it back over here, you can see it from a side panel. I will say the balance of it was nice. I already talked that I said it wasn't the quietest helmet that I've ever worn. At speed, head checks were very easy, and I also found that I wasn't getting any excess wind. There's a tight seal between the visor, and the balance was really nice. My only gripe was it's not the ideal shape for me. So basically, you're going to have right out of the gates 3 colors on this guy. You have 3 metallic colors, 3 solids, 3 metallics. This is flat black. We chose flat black so you could see the detail of the venting. And then there's a handful of graphics. The solids are going to be at $350, $349. The graphics start at $399, and then there's also a limited edition replica Ben Spies helmet that's I believe $499. So now basically we've walked through the features and components. We've talked a little bit about fit. I know I didn't mention it, but this helmet goes from extra small to 2 extra large, which is also nice that it's a round shape. Let's break this guy down. Let's pull the guts out. I want to show you that everything's removable and washable. And it's a silver cool lining, which is also antimicrobial. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So basically you're going to come with a chin spoiler that's easily removable, very comfortable. It has slots that it fits into it, and it has 2 Velcro pieces. Then you're going to get to your cheek pads. Nothing here is rocket science. It doesn't have an emergency quick release system. I have basic snaps, and then I pull right out. It's very simple. Swappable cheek pads. This is a medium helmet. The medium starts with 35 millimeters. I'm going to do this on both sides. Pop my cheek pads here, going from back to front. Pull it right out. So cheek pad number 2. Now I'm going to show you what the inside of the helmet looks like with the cheek pads out. See, it's pretty basic, but it's nice. It's definitely an upgrade over anything HJC's done. So basically, to get the helmet liner right out, it's easy. It's 2 snaps, 2 right here, you can see in there, and you're going to have 3 pulls that go right across the brow. 1, 2, 3. Liner comes right out. Notice the EPS. I don't know if you can get a shot of it, but you can really see that these rear vents are drilled right through to the back of the helmet. So you're getting a ton of Venturi effect. You're gonna have airflow coming in through the front, and there's really no hindrance for that air to get vacuumed out, pull that heat right off your head, and get it out through the back of the helmet. Now that we have the R-PHA10 gutted, I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to put it back together. They don't make these helmets to be rocket science. Once you've done them once, they typically, a lot of helmets by a lot of different brands work in similar fashion. So we're going to start with the helmet liner. And what I typically like to do is work front to back. So I'm going to start with the 3 snaps. You just kind of snake these guys. And typically it can be a little easier if you open the front. So first snap. Second snap. Make sure you get your straps out of the way. So the helmet liner, snap in the back, snap in the back. Helmet liner is in 10 seconds. So next we're going to go to the cheek pads. Cheek pads are pretty easy. They only go one way. Snake them through first. Line up your, pull that guy through. It's a little easier once you get the tab through. And then line up the sides. And you just kind of pop this guy right back in. It's that simple. It's a few different snaps. 1 snap, 2 snap, 3 snap, go on to the other side. Pull the strap through, fish it in the back here. See, line it up, there's a great arrow for guidance. I'm just going to snake the plastic around the outer frame, like so. There you go, it goes in, there's Velcro so you know you hit it right, and then you have 3 snaps. 1 snap, 2 snap, 3 snaps. Now all we have left is our chin spoiler. And the chin spoiler can be a little tricky because there's going to be Velcro, and if you have the cheek pads already on, you know, you have to kind of squeeze it in there. But the chin spoiler, basically there's a notch, you line up that notch, it snaps right in, and there you go. It's hard to make it look really graceful because sometimes you have to work it a little bit, but basically in probably under 1.5 minutes I put the whole helmet back together. And if you wash these guys, you just kind of want to soak them in the sink. I wouldn't even recommend putting soap on them. Just soak them lightly, use warm water, kind of degunkify them, get the sweat out of them, let them air dry, and go from there. So that's the HJC R-PHA10 helmet at RevZilla.com. Check it out. Basically go to RevZilla.com/HJC. $350 for the solid, $399 for the graphics. We'll ship it for free. If you get the wrong size, we'll exchange it for free, and you can always earn Team Zilla cash on everything over $100. If you have any questions about the HJC R-PHA10, how it compares to the Shoei or anything else in the premium helmet or race helmet line, give us a shout, 877-792-9455 or cs@RevZilla.com. We're very happy to walk you through the process, tell you a little bit more about the helmet, and find out if this is going to be the best track or race helmet for you. Thanks for watching today. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.